Going on, guys? Guess I thought I'd do a multi-project update, kind of a new acquisition here. Picked up a Ford Taurus SHO. This is a 92. Got this one for free. Not sure if it's going to just be a parts car. That was kind of the intention when I got it, but the more I've kind of messed with it a little bit the last day or two, I'm on the fence as to whether it might be restorable, whatever, get it going again, get it back on the road, or if it's just going to be a parts car. I don't know, kind of undecided. We also brought home a Honda Civic. It's a little 95. This is going to be my son's car. It was his grandparents. They bought it brand new, and the engine's knocking pretty bad. I believe this is the second or third engine it's had in it, but I'm going to probably make another video of us fixing this one up, because he definitely wants to get this one going and drive it to school and stuff. But this is my first Taurus, 89. Bought it probably 10-12 years ago, but it runs, and it runs pretty good. But I just got it all covered up because it's mainly parked, so I don't want the upholstery and stuff to get messed up. But it does need a clutch or throw-out bearing. I believe it's just really a throw-out bearing issue. But I mean, if you're going to do that, I might as well do the clutch and stuff. And then I need to figure out what to do about this, since it sits out here in the sun all day. This little window stripping stuff around the windows is starting to come off, and I had a couple ideas. It had done it, the front had done it once before, right in the center, and I was able to glue that back down, and it's seemed to be okay. It's lasted for a while, but here about a year ago it started peeling up on these two spots. So anyways, so this car's definitely, it needs the AC fixed. It's still R12, so once I get the clutch done, probably see about converting it to 134. But it's a pretty good little car. I was able to drive it for a couple of years before the clutch started giving me issues. Then while I had that one and I was driving it and stuff, found this one on Craigslist. This is a 94 that was listed as wrecked, but running, drivable. Had just had the transmission rebuilt, like $3,000 the guy said it cost him, and then somebody ran a red light and hit him, and so he posted it for $750, I believe $750 or $750 your best offer on Craigslist, and he said wrecked, but he had all the spare parts to fix it. So he had a new front bumper, new hood, new driver's fender. So I went to go look at it, and headliner's pretty bad. The interior wasn't the greatest. Had a lot of little issues with it, and then looking underneath it, it looks to me like the subframe's even bent. So I declined to buy it for the $750, and then he offered. He said, "Well, am I asking?" He asked me when I told him I was going to pass on it. He said, "Well, am I asking too much?" And I said, "Yeah, for the condition it's in, the amount of work it needs." So he said, "How about if I just give it to you?" So I couldn't pass that up, so I brought it home, and we threw a battery in it, and it fired right up, and it goes in gear, and I drove it around the yard and stuff. But I don't know if it's just freeze plugs, or hopefully that's all it is. I hope the block's not cracked. But I went to put antifreeze in it, and while it was in the summertime, I just went to fill it with water because it was completely empty, and before I could even get partially filled up, water just started pouring out of the back of the block, like between the engine and the transmission. So since then, I would start it up and move it a little bit, move it from one place to the other. But the fuel pump, I think, ended up going out on me. So now that it's just been sitting. So then I came across this car that it's automatic as well. So this one's automatic, this 94. Came across this 94 that had a good engine, but they pulled the engine and kept the engine. They sold me everything else for, I believe, $200 or $250, and a few things are missing. I don't remember if both headlights or if I took those off, because I think I pulled them off, or I know on this car I pulled them off because I think this one was broken, but that one was still there and it still looked okay, so I pulled it off just so it wouldn't sit here in the sun and get cooked. But I think that mirror on the driver's side's missing, and the little rear wing spoiler thing is off on this one. But But I got this one for 200 or 250, like I said, I forget. And so brought it home thinking, well, I'll either use the engine and transmission out of this car to fix that car, or use parts off of this one to fix this one. So I don't know. I haven't decided what I want to do. But the only thing I kind of like this car because it does not have the sunroof. I'm not a big sunroof fan, but I was disappointed when I noticed it doesn't have the keypad for the keyless entry. This car's got it, but I've heard swapping it isn't the simplest. You got to swap a harness and I guess module and some other stuff. So I don't know. They're both kind of just sitting back here waiting for me to decide. So in the meantime, the same guy I bought this car from, for the, like I said, the 200 or 250, whatever, he called me and he said, hey, you want a car? And I was like, well, what is it? And he says it's a 92. This one's the 5-speed, which that's my 89 is a 5-speed as well. So first gen, I guess they were only available in 5-speeds, and then they came out with the automatics, I believe, in, well, at least by 94, because those are both 94s, but I don't know if 93, but anyways, whatever. So the story with this one is it caught on fire, so you can see where it discolored the paint here. And I guess it was a running, driving car and everything, you know, prior to it catching on fire. So they had anticipated fixing it. This hood does not want to go open. I don't know if this dent, it's got a little dent there. I don't know if that's causing me issues, but this hood's a little tricky to get it open. I guess I should have opened it before. Anyways, they took it apart. There it goes. So they took it apart, and I don't know how much stuff really got melted or was damaged. But in the meantime, they took the top of the air intake off, which is in the trunk, but it's just got all tons of dirt and everything got down inside the motor. So I doubt this motor's, without completely disassembling it and stuff, it's probably not going to run again. And this was just all packed too with mice got in here and built all kinds of nests. This was all full. And so I spent about a good hour or two the first day I got this home, and vacuumed all this stuff up and cleaned it to where you see it now. And then the interior was pretty bad too. Not too bad. Not the worst I've ever seen. I got some pictures of it, but I spent another couple hours the next day just vacuuming all this out and cleaning all this out. But anyways, so I noticed it's got, looks like maybe the speakers have been replaced, but I don't see a name on them or anything. But this was just sitting out in the sun too. So you can see, like, even this was sitting in the back seat. That just got all cooked from the sun, faded and stuff. But so this was parked, I believe, in 2010. Found some receipts that kind of match up with that. But, you know, some of that upholstery is just all dried. And I don't know if it's really fixable or not, but I guess it'd be a great parts car. But I almost think it's too good to be a parts car. So anyways, that's where we're at right now. Just wanted to let you guys know a little update. Should still be trying to get back and working on the 76 Chevy pickup, getting that engine done. Still got to take the transmission somewhere and get it rebuilt. But of course, I always got other little miscellaneous projects popping up here and there, just maintenance stuff. And this, my Suburban's got a power steering leak. I need to check that out and try to fix it, and little things here and there. But anyways, thanks for watching, and we'll talk to you guys later.